Now, every time we travel, my wife spends the whole plane trip worried that we're either going to crash or they're going to lose our luggage. I tell her, hey, if we crash, it doesn't matter if they lose our luggage. That doesn't satisfy her, so I've had to come up with a better solution to the luggage problem. Don't take any. As good as they are at it, even the airlines can't lose luggage that you don't have. Instead, get yourself a Quando shirt, about 10 sizes too big for you, if there is such a thing. And if there isn't, you might want to reconsider the whole idea of air travel. Then get some plastic bags, attach them to the outside of your pants, and start packing. Hey, better than carry-on, hey? It's wear-on. I got everything with me.
Passengers leaving flight 5403 to Miami, now board at gate number 1.
Appreciate it. Got a bit of a problem up at the lodge this week. There's some kind of a creature roaming around the woods at night, moaning and wailing, even on days when the bars are closed. Hasn't really attacked anybody, but we're gonna catch it and just kind of move it away to somewhere where it won't get into any trouble. Kind of like what my parents did when they brought me up here.
Okay, Red, we got the hole dug. We're all ready for the trap.
All right, how does this thing work exactly?
Don't touch it, Red.
No, I'm not touching it.
This is very sensitive. This is a humane large animal trap.
Yeah, all right.
You bury the box in the ground.
Yeah.
You prop the lid up.
Yeah.
And then you hang the bait.
Oh, I see.
And then you're all set.
All right, good.
Red, I thought I told you to stay away from the trap. I made myself very clear.
Yeah, no, actually, I didn't touch it.
Red, lying is never the answer.
Oh, sure it is.
Grab the end there, and we'll get it out to the woods before it gets dark.
All right.
Okay.
You know, Ed, this contraption would be a lot lighter if you took the bait bag out of it.
Right, okay, good. Yeah, don't touch it! Don't touch it!
All right, all
Very
right.
sensitive.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Just like... All right.
Well, what's in that bait bag anyway?
Oh, sweet stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah, candies, chocolates, honey, peanut butter. I figured we're dealing with a bear.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And they usually have a sweet tooth. Yeah. Stay back for a minute while I close the lid on the trap, okay? All right.
If you love something, set it free. If it comes back, call Rothschild Sewage and Septic Sucking Services.
It's time to play the Possum Lodge word game. Today's prize is from Billy Bob's Big and Tall Men's Shop, the biggest pair of pants in the store. You can either wear them or use them as a tent with pockets. Red, you have 30 seconds to get Mike to say this word. Lucky. Lucky.
All right, Ed.
Okay, and go!
Okay, Mike, carrying a rabbit's foot means you're probably...
A pretty good shot?
Okay. You throw money into a fountain because it's...
Evidence.
Okay. When you were born, your dad came to the hospital. He saw you were kind of cute and cuddly, and he felt very...
Trapped.
No, all right then, your mom, eh? Your mom, when she saw you, she realized she was really...
Bad at math.
You're almost out of time, Red.
Yeah, all right, Mike. Okay, Mike, what do you call the richest guy in the world?
A mark. Hey, people are always hitting on you, right? I mean, the guy with nothing is the lucky one.
There we go.
Over the years, the success of a lot of companies can be measured by the effectiveness of their advertising slogan. Now, even though a lot of these old slogans are from the past, they still apply today. And, more importantly, they can apply to Rothschild sewage and septic sucking services. Remember old slogans like, the quicker picker upper, or that was some spicy meatball? Oh, or how about this one? Where's the beef? I know the answer to that. So help us pick a slogan, and you'll receive a year's free sucking for you and a loved one. Rothschild Sewage and Septic Sucking Services. We're number 2.
You know, everybody in the whole Possum Lake area really loves a parade. We used to have them every month, and then the one-man band got married, and his wife won't let him wear the cymbals on his knees anymore. So this week on Handyman Corner, I'm going to show you how to turn this car into one of those calliopes, you know, a parade float pipe organ. Yeah, you know, an all-in-one mobile party music machine. Okay, first thing I got to do is sort through this pile of pipes and find ones that make the right note. All right, that's a B. Better make that a B flat. Yeah. Luckily, I got a good ear, so I only had to test 25 pipes to get my 8-note scale. And don't worry, I didn't inhale. Now, we can't just have these pipes coming out of the hood any old way. It's not enough to sound good. You have to also look good. Nope. Great. Me. Okay, now I got these pipes hooked up as exhaust headers on each of my 8 cylinders, so when that spark plug fires, it sounds that note. All I gotta do now is open the hood and hook up the distributor cap to this little keyboard here. You know, I'm just as glad that I had that little setback with the hood there, because it gave me the idea of putting a manual choke on this thing, which I can use as kind of a tremolo control. It's quite affecting the amount of gas going to the engine. I can make the pitch and tone go up and down on the various notes, which I've connected, by the way, to my keyboard. All the spark plug wires come in here, so when I press on middle C, it only sends a spark to that cylinder. Okay, now all I gotta do is add my rhythm section. I call them hubcap maracas. Kind of like a Rolling Stones road tour. That's what I call a tune-up. So remember, women don't find you handsome. They should at least find you handy. This is one of those moments I don't enjoy, but it's got to be done. If you're about my age and attitude, you may have a habit that borders on addiction. You may, in fact, be a junkie. I'm talking about all that crap that you've collected over all those years that you think you may get around to using someday. You know, the drums and rotors from when you did your very own brake job on your first car. Those pieces of broken fence that are a direct result of that brake job. That pile of old windows you got down the cellar that no longer fit any orifice in your world. It's time to face the awful truth. If you haven't been able to put your car in the garage since 1987, that's not good. If you have more than 75 jars of liquid that you can't identify, you may have a problem. If you can't use your bathtub because it's full of beer bottle caps and broken toasters, well, you may be just one box of left shoes away from living alone with 40 or 50 cats. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm not a nut bar, I'm just frugal. But at our age, we're running out of time to use all that junk. And after you're gone, the last thing you want is a bunch of relatives rummaging through your estate deciding who gets the hubcaps. So I'm telling you, my friend, you got to get rid of that junk right now. Do it today. But wait till I get there. There might be something I could use. remember, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together.
Hi, Winston Rothschild here from Rothschild Sewage and Septic Sucking Services. If you take a deep breath and wilt like a flower, if you need a new air freshener hour after hour, if your front lawn is short and your back lawn is tall, I think it's time to give me a call.
Well, we managed to catch whatever it was we were dealing with out there.
Just stay back! You have no reason to be alarmed! You're not in any danger!
Yeah, all right, Ed. You know, we're all pretty calm, comparatively speaking, you know.
Hey, I'm the professional here, Ed.
Fine. Well, let's open up the trap and see what we got in there. Come on.
Sure. Yeah, good idea. Do you want to do that now?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I was thinking of waiting till later.
No. I think we should open her up right now.
Okay, sure, we can do that.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that, or shall I?
Hey, you told me you were the professional, so you go ahead and do it. But I'll tell you what, I'll pinch hit if you strike out. You know.
What's it?
Dalton, what are you doing here?
I was hoping you could tell me.
Have you been living in the woods for the last few days?
Well, yeah, I've been having a little trouble at home. You know, I thought maybe I could get away on my own for a few days, maybe clear my head out. Got any more of that chocolate?
You having marital problems, Dalton?
Yeah. You know, the ones with the soft caramel centers were just fabulous.
Are you and Anne-Marie splitting up?
I don't know, Red. I'm just confused. I don't know what to do. And I got a toothache.
Well, do you still have feelings for Anne-Marie?
Yes, I do. Or did you mean positive feelings?
Come on now, Dalton. Quit kidding around here. You still care about her?
Yeah. Probably.
Well, then you should just go home and tell her that right now.
You know, I think I could if you'd come with me. Because if I go home by myself, I'm going to look like an idiot.
Well, I don't want you looking like an idiot.
There's only one song that applies to Rothschild Sewage and Septic Sucking Services. Na 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 na, na 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 na. Hey, goodbye.
Oh, hi, folks. Well, this is the part of the show that everybody looks forward to. You know, all the other guys that do stuff on the show are pretty darn jealous of me and my cartoons. Why? Because they have to live in a world of reality. But not me. No way, no how, no sir. No reality for me. Sorry. Anyway, today's cartoon is all about signs in the forest. And as usual, I've done everything on the production. Oh, except for international distribution. I didn't do that. Oh, and I didn't go to the rap party. But other than that, it's all me. And as usual, for creative inspiration, I've drawn from some of my experiences as a forest ranger. Actually, all of my experiences as a forest ranger. Except for that one summer when I ate those mushrooms. Oh, mercy. Oh, anyway. I hope you enjoy it, I hope you learn from it, and I hope women see it and go berserk and come up to my tower and we can fool around. Oh, but don't come at night. I don't have any lights and, well, can't play checkers at night, huh? Anyway, here we go.
Well, here we are. I guess you're wondering why I brought you two to this deep, dark, and dangerous neck of the woods.
Where are we, Ranger Gord?
I have no idea.
Gord, are you saying you got us lost?
It's for our own good, Red. This way we can practice our survival instincts.
Well, I'm glad I brought my compass.
Oh, those things are just superstitious mumbo-jumbo. You don't actually believe the world is a big magnet, do you? If you find yourself lost in the woods, the best course of action is to ask the spirits of the forest for guidance.
How do we do that?
We're in the middle of nowhere, Gord. Yelling your head off is not going to help.
The spirits have given us a sign, Harold.
This sign doesn't really help us at all, Ranger Gord. It just tells us we're standing in amongst many trees.
Harold, are you mocking the spirits of the forest?
No way. No, I'm not doing that. Not at all. No.
Well, let's hope not, because they're big on punishment. Oh, you two are no help at all. Yeah, hello, spirits? Yeah, this is Ranger Gord. Yeah, that was me earlier. Look, thanks for the sign, but I'll be needing a direct route out of here. Fantastic. Forest spirits can be awfully generous sometimes, folks. But don't always expect the red carpet treatment, though. Those two certainly didn't.
Notice on those space programs how they have those neat doors on the rocket ships that open when they see you coming? Huh? Wouldn't it be great to have a pair of spiffy doors like that at your house? People tell me it can't be done, but can't is a word I don't use, although I certainly hear it often enough from my wife and other local authorities. Okay, first thing you want to do, get yourself a couple of motion detectors. One for the outside, one for the inside. I got these babies secondhand from the post office, and with the amount of motion going on down there, I figure these are as good as new. Now, all I did was hook the motion detectors up to these windshield wiper motors. Now, I know windshield wiper motors are supposed to be 12 volt, but I find household current just makes them go that much faster. Now watch what happens as I approach the doorway. All I have to do now is add the doors. I went with shower curtains. They're lightweight, they're weatherproof, and around the lodge, they really won't be missed all that much. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to report to the bridge.
You sure told a lot of people about your wife's snoring.
Yeah, your choice of colorful imagery sure gets the laughs.
A rubber elephant coming down a water slide.
But heck, you've listened to her complain about your snoring for years.
Mind you, your wife didn't do it at a wedding like you did.
As part of your toast to the groom.
At the head table, over the public address system.
Yeah, that was a work of real courage.
And now you don't know whether your wife is snoring or not because you're shivering yourself to sleep in the back seat of your car.
You need some warmth and companionship, but don't even think about apologizing.
You can't even begin to afford the cost of the flowers it's going to take to put this right.
So, wait till the morning, ring the doorbell, and try and look ashamed.
And don't mention how quiet it was in the car.
Just keep your head low under the radar, wait till the storm passes, and you'll be back in your own bed before you know it.
And then do what all snoring couples do. Pick a key and harmonize.
And don't thank us.
That's what friends are for.
Well, I took Dalton home. I went inside. We sat down in the living room and talked to Anne-Marie. Things seemed to be going pretty well. Anne-Marie invited me to stay for dinner, but then Dalton gave me one of these. Which I figured meant she was a lousy cook. So I left, but he's going to drop by the lodge later and tell me how it went.
Oh, Red.
Yeah.
I just got a call from Dalton. He says that he's not coming down to the lodge meeting tonight.
Oh, yeah? Did he say anything about Anne-Marie?
Why would she be coming down to the lodge meeting?
I mean, did he say anything about how they're getting along?
Oh, no. Just that he and Anne Marie were going out together for dinner and a movie, and that he'd be sleeping in his own house tonight.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like he's losing the fight, doesn't it?
Well, he seemed pretty happy.
Yeah.
Of course, that could have just been a sugar buzz from all that candy.
Yeah, well, you know what? As long as he's happy, that's the main thing. Sometimes the best way to make a marriage work is to lose once in a while, eh? You ever think about getting married, Ed?
Well, yeah, I'm waiting until I understand women.
Well, you know, I was afraid I wouldn't live that long.
Oh, there's the meeting, Red.
Yeah, you go ahead. I'll be right down.
Okay.
All right? Yeah, okay. So, if my wife is watching, I'll be coming straight home after the meeting, and, you know, I think I might be guilty of some of the same things that Dalton is, so if you need me to spend more time with you, you just say the word. I mean, I'd give up everything for you. You know that. You know, my bad habits, my friends, my whole life here at the lodge, I'd give that up in a flash, you know, if it was absolutely necessary, you know. Of course, you know, after that, I'd be lost and miserable and probably want to kill myself, but it's your call, honey. And to the rest of you, thanks for watching. On behalf of myself and the whole gang up here at Possum Lodge, keep your stick on the ice.
Everybody, sit down. Everybody, sit down. Sit down. Everybody, sit down. Sit down, please. You gotta sit down now. Sit down. All right. Quando, Omni, Flunkus, Moritati.
Sit down. All right, men, bow your heads for the man's prayer.
I'm a man, but I can change if I have to, I guess.
Okay, man, I have some good news for you. Dalton and Anne Marie have kind of reconciled, and they're going back to being a married couple. So I'd like to have 2 minutes of silence for Dalton here, because he sure as heck isn't going to get it at home.